Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to this High Button Sports broadcast here at picturesque Beasley Field in beautiful Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. This game will feature the host, Dartmouth OLR Renegades, and the home team, Ontario 2, Newmarket Hawks. First, the starting lineups here for the visiting Dartmouth. Batting leadoff, number 12, playing center field, Leighton Cuvalier. In the two-hole, number 25, playing right field, Cam Rendell. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 3, Noah Bootleer. Batting in the cleanup spot, number 27, first baseman, Ty Doucette. Batting fifth, number 19, the third baseman, Jake McKinnon. Batting sixth, number 10, Logan Raftus doing the duck hunting this evening. Batting seventh, number 8, Nathan Bootleer playing left field. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 7, Mike Noggle. And finishing off the lineup here for Dartmouth in the 9-hole, number 2, second baseman Ryan Fitzgerald. Now for the home team, Ontario 2, the Newmarket Hawks. Batting leadoff, number 3, the center fielder Ben Citorinos. Batting second, number 12, the DH Aiden Ament. Batting third, number 29, playing third base, CJ Morey. Batting fourth, number 10, the catcher Ethan Murdy, and the winner of the home run derby. Batting fifth, number 38, the second baseman, Tyler Chong. Batting sixth, number 14, the shortstop, Reed Lunny. Batting seventh, number 4, the left fielder, Jack Kensett. Batting eighth, number 24, playing first base, Ashton Feo. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 19, Eric Lucas. Starting pitchers for this game, first for the away Dartmouth Renegades, number 17, Hunter Canning. And for the home team, number 52, Bryn B. Miller. We'll be bringing you first pitch here very shortly. My name is Matt Doodley. I am very excited to bring you this game here from Beasley Field and High Button Sports Productions. The fourth and final game of day one, as both teams put up a win earlier in the day. So this could be a very important game here in this tournament. And as we go through the rules and regulations of the game, the umpires and coaches will take a moment to recognize our game sponsor, Will Campbell of Campbell Real Estate Group, the Campbell Group, your local real estate experts. Will Campbell, former Dartmouth junior player, still supporting his old team, so it's always good to see. So we're going to take a quick short break here, and we'll bring you back with first pitch in just a moment. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here as we open up the first inning here. Leading off here for Dartmouth, the center fielder, number 12, Leighton Cuvalier, who took home player of the game honors in the first game in a 5-0 win over Manitoba, where he hit leadoff and was the starting pitcher. 5 scoreless innings for Cuvalier. Now as we wait for the first pitch here from B. Miller. First pitch, that's going to be swung on and hit just past the booth here. And B. Miller's going to be up 0-1 now. So good first pitch strike here, and Cuvalier ready to go. Second game of the day. He's seen what he wanted to see, and he took a swing. Really good crowd here on hand. If you look down the third base line there, you see lots of hands up over the eyes as the sun is just starting to go down here over Beasley Field. That's going to be pitched in there for ball 1. So 1-1 count now to the leadoff hitter, Cuvalier, for Dartmouth. Miller takes a sign now. The pitch. And that's going to be in there at the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cuvalier right into his 2-strike approach here. Solid leadoff hitter with solid speed. It's going to be swung on and hit foul down the third base line. You see the young kids down the crowd there trying to grab that one for a souvenir. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cuvalier now. It's the Dartmouth in the all-white and the Newmark onto the track. So a good fight there, fighting off the edges. And a real good 2-strike approach here from Cuvalier. B. Miller now, the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be swung on and hit to third base. That's going to hop up. That's going to be thrown across the field. That's going to be the first out for the Hawks here, as C.J. Morey smothers that one up, and he makes a nice throw across the field for 1 out. So that's going to bring up the 2-hitter for Dartmouth, number 25, the right fielder, Cam Rendell, who made a web gem in the first game there and took away extra bases in a clutch moment there in center field with a beautiful diving play. He steps in now as B. Miller toes the rubber. We're set to go here for the second hitter. That's going to be ball 1 outside. One 0 pitch. That's taken low for ball 2 as Rendell made a motion for that one. Must be looking for the inside pitch here, and he elects to lay off. So he's going to find himself a good hitter's count. B. Miller now gives the nod. He's going to throw that in Rendell with a big hack there, and that's going to head back down towards the barbecue. And that's going to land in the Sport Wheels tent just behind the backstop. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Rendell. The umpire gives the go-ahead. 2-1 pitch. That's going to be up and out for ball 3, so miss a spot there for B. Miller, as you can tell by the body language after that one. Wasn't where he wanted to throw that, obviously. So 3-1 now, real good hitters count. Once again here for Rendell. We'll see what zone he's looking for. Something he can drive now. That's going to be swung on, and that's going to be hit up over the shortstop. And that's going to be Dartmouth's first base runner here as Rendell gets a single. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Noah Boutlier. Number 3 now. Smooth fielding, hard throwing shortstop here. He's going to have a runner on first. We'll keep an eye on him, see if they put the runner in motion. Good catcher behind the plate for Newmarket. 2 peaks. That's going to be swung on and popped into left field. And they're going to have a guy there as Jack Kensick gets under that for the second out. That's going to bring up the big hitting first baseman, number 27, Ty Doucette, who had a massive first game with 3 RBIs and 2 doubles, and is going to look to continue that success here into this game here tonight for the hometown crowd. I look down to my right here. The bleachers are very filled up here. A beautiful Thursday night here at Beasley Field. The pitch to Doucette. That's going to be taken for strike 1. So he looks back and he wants to get the location on that one just to make sure he knows the zone. So he gets ready. B. Miller takes a look at the runner, Rendell. He's in his set. Another look. Another one. The pitch. That's going to be in the dirt, and great block by Murdy. So he squares that one up and keeps the runner at first base. So good job by Murdy there. That ball squeezes through. That puts Rendell into scoring position with the big man Ty Doucette up, and that's the last thing you want here in the first inning with their slugger. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away here. Top of the first. The pitch. That's low. Ball 2. As Ty's got a certain zone in mind here, and he hasn't seen it yet. So we'll keep an eye on this runner. 2 outs. Relatively small lead at first base. The pitch. That's going to be swung on and hit to left field. And no Newmarket errors and 1 runner left on base. We'll bring you the bottom half of the first inning here in just a few seconds. Okay, welcome back to the bottom half of the first inning. As the leadoff hitter steps into the box here for Newmarket is number 3, the center fielder, Ben Citorinos. On the mound here for Dartmouth, Hunter Canning. Him and teammate Leighton Cuvalier, members of Sussex Community College. And that's going to be in there for strike 1, so Canning working immediately right away here, strike 1. As now he gets his sign. Glove tight to the chin. Another one, and that's going to be ripped to center field for the center fielder Cuvalier, who first takes a step back and then comes in. And that's going to be 1 out.
Number 12, the designated hitter, Aiden Emmett.
And that's going to bring up the DH, number 12, Aiden Emmett, with a beautiful matching helmet. The pitch from Canning. That's going to be swung on, and that's popped up to the third base side. Third baseman McKinnon's going to plant under, and he's going to make the play, and that's 2 pitches, 2 outs here. So 1 more. You got to assume the 3-hitter here is going to take a pitch at least to avoid the steak dinner, as they say. So that's going to bring up the third baseman, number 29, C.J. Morey. And we're going to see if he's going to go after the first pitch, as maybe the scouting report is Canning throws 99% first pitch strikes. A stat we are not entirely sure about, and that's going to be in for ball one. As Morey does a little landscaping of the box there as the dust flies away. 1-0 pitch is in there for strike on the outside corner, so a good frame job there by catcher Noggle. And good pitch location there from Canning. So 1-1 count. 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Canning now with the delivery. That's going to be swung on and hit up the middle. That's going to take a weird hop off the base, and Fitzgerald makes a nice play to track that down and keep it from going extra bases. And that's going to be a single for Morey. They're going to get their first base runner here. So that's going to bring up the big swinging home run derby champion, number 10, the catcher Ethan Murdy, who put on an absolute show last night at the derby, putting up 11 home runs in the final round, which is downright impressive. It's a long event. We're going to see if he can do something with a pitch here now. The runner on first. Canning the pitch. That's going to be high and outside. That's ball one now. Runner at first with a small lead. That's going to be taken in for strike one there on the outside corner. Look from here like Murdy wanted that one. So the old fielder's playing a little bit of a shift. Center fielder just on the right side of second base. Big lefty swinger here. Extra big lead now from the runner. Canning throws that, and that's going to be hit and popped up down the third base side. That's heading towards the crowd. McKinnon finds the fence. He makes the play. So good composure there with the crowd in his ear and the fence in his eyesight. And that's going to be the third out. So no runs on one hit, no Nova Scotia errors, and one runner left on base. At this moment, we'd like to thank and acknowledge our game sponsor, Will Campbell of Campbell Real Estate Group, the Campbell Group, your local real estate experts. All right, leading off the top half of the second inning here for Dartmouth, the third baseman, number 19, Jake McKinnon. So if you tuned in early, you would have found out that Jake spends some of his time with the Dartmouth Mooseheads of the Nova Scotia Senior Baseball League. And a good youth pipeline here for Dartmouth baseball, and always good to see. So baseball seems to be in really good hands here in Nova Scotia. As B. Miller takes a sign now. That's going to be inside, ball one, and shuffle a little feet there as McKinnon does a little shuffle in the box. 1-0, no balls, or 1 ball, no strikes. That's going to be the exact same spot for ball two. So good hitters count here for McKinnon. And 2-0 count. Looking for one spot here, and on the bench you'll be hearing one spot. 2-0 pitch now. Delivered. That's high and outside for ball 3. So 3-0 now. One would assume the red light would be here. So the 0-0 game, you're looking for base runners. Anything at all. The 3-0 pitch, that's going to be in there for strike 1. B. Miller tries to climb the ladder back into pitcher's count here. The 3-1 delivery. That's swung on and fouled down the left field wall. And that's going to go foul and hit a tree and narrowly misses to what looks like to be an expensive SUV. So great job by the landscaping crew here at Beasley Field protecting that car. That brings the count to 3-2 now. As McKinnon looks on, that's going to be ball 4. And he's going to trot down to first. That's going to be the first walk given up here. And that's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 10, Logan Raftis. Logan Raftis set to go to Montgomery College here. So lots of college commits here on this Dartmouth team. It's always good to see the local kids move on and live out a dream of theirs, as it seems to be more and more common each year that goes by. So runner on first, no outs, as the leadoff hitter McKinnon drew a walk as Raftis swings at the first pitch, and he's going to foul that lightly down the third base line. That's going to be foul for strike 1. Raftis takes a sign now, steps in the box. B. Miller takes a look at first. So McKinnon with a solid lead. Wouldn't say big. Pitch now. That's going to be low and outside. Ball 1. As now we start to hear the Dartmouth bench. They're coming alive. A little bit cooler out there for the players. Sun setting. A little bit of a breeze. Triple look to first. He's going to step off, and that's going to be a balk. And it looks like, in fact, it isn't going to be a balk. So that was overruled by one of the 2 other umpires here. Obviously, he had stepped off before. So here we go again. We're going to try the 1-1 pitch. McKinnon on first. Raftis at the plate. The pitch, that's going to be right down there for strike 2. Raftis gives himself a little head shake there, as he knew that one was nice. Now he's got himself in a 1-2 hole. So none away here. Productive out would be huge. Move the runner along. Stay out of the double play. That's going to be swung on and hit. And that's going to be get down just in front of the right fielder, as that's going to bounce off his chest. So McKinnon rounds second, and he's going to hold up there. And good safe play with runners on first and second here. As Raftis gets his first hit.
Number 8, the left fielder, Nathan Boullier.
So that's going to bring up the left fielder, number 8, Nathan Boullier, with a runner in scoring position and none out. And we're going to see if they want to lay down the bunt here, play a little small ball to get that runner 90 feet closer, as the third baseman for Newmarket is probably thinking the same thing, but now he moves back towards the base. And that might be the game within the game. Make it look like he can put it down there. So Boullier now. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Top of the second inning, the pitch. And that's going to be in there for strike 1. So good job getting ahead in the count here from B. Miller. As coach Patrick Westhaver gives the signs down at third base. Boullier with the bat point. He's ready to go now. B. Miller wants a new set of signs here. Shortstop creeps in behind McKinnon at second base. B. Miller now the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's going to be strike 2. So Boullier down in the count now. And you got to hope they put it in play here. Try to move those runners up. The 0-2 delivery on its way. Swung on and missed for his first strikeout here. And the first out of the inning.
Number 7, the catcher, Mike Noggle.
That's going to bring up the defensive catcher, Mike Noggle, with the Vladimir Guerrero Jr. walk-up tune. So first and second here, one away. Miller set position now. Takes a quick peek at second. Another one. Now the pitch. That's going to be looped in there for strike one, and Noggle says that's high. Noggle looking like a ball player out there. More dirt on his pants than there is in the field. He's going to look to cash in here. Single, you got to assume, is going to score one. The pitch now. Swung on and fouled just back behind us onto the track. Oh, and a fan just had it in his hand, but he drops it, so that's going to go E-fan in the scorebook. As Noggle finds himself down 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Swung on. Hit towards the shortstop. 6, 4, 3. Double play, and that's going to end the inning. You can't chalk it up any better than that here for Newmarket. First 2 runners get on in the inning. And an inning-ending double play to end the top half of the second. So that's going to be no runs on 1 hit, 1 walk, and 2 runners left on base. Okay, welcome back here to the bottom half of the second inning on High Button Sports Live. Leading off for Ontario is going to be the second baseman, number 38, Tyler Chong. Hunter Canning still on the mound for Dartmouth. So nothing here if you're just joining. That's going to be swung on and ripped into center field as Cuvalier's going to make a great diving snag. And he made a great read off the bat there, and he's going to come in and lay out that body on the line. And he's going to get the first out of the inning, so a good piece of hitting there from Chong, but an even better play from Cuvalier. So Cuvalier, a product of Sussex College, showing off his skill set here once again. And that's going to bring up number 14, the shortstop, Reed Lunny. That's going to be swung on and missed. No balls, 1 strike, as Cannon continues to get ahead. That's going to be swung on. That's heading towards the left field gap. It's going to be picked up and caught by the left fielder, Nathan Boutlier, for a quick second out.
Number 4, the left fielder, Jack Kensett.
And that's going to bring up the Ontario left fielder, number 4, Jack Kensett. Going with the high socks look, always a fan favorite, especially up here in the booth. Canning now once again getting ahead here. A little bit extra on that one as that's going to go in for the first strike of the at-bat. Canning gets what he wants. Oh, one pitch. That's going to be in there for strike 2. So working quick and working hard here. And that's going to put Kensett down 0-2 right away. Seems as though he just stepped into the box. That's going to put him down 0-2, and he's going to have a 2-strike approach here. And the pitch from Canning. That's going to be on the outside, and good nibble there from Canning. That's going to miss for a first ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. One-two pitch in the dirt outside. Another good waste pitch trying to get him swinging. That's going to bring the count to 2-2. Canning now, 2-2 pitch. He's going to loop one in the dirt there. So an off-speed pitch, good block by Noggle, and that's going to run the count 3-2 here. So good job by Kensett to go down 0-2 and work it back to 2 balls now. So 2-2, 2 out. Sorry, that was the 3-2 pitch, and he's going to draw a walk.
Number 24, first baseman Ashton Falgo.
So the first walk issued by Canning here today. And that's going to bring up the first baseman, number 24, Ashton Fio. I hope I am saying that correctly. So Kensett at first. Good lead there, and he steps off there. He's going to reset. Send the runner back to first momentarily, and going to come right back here. Now it's a pickoff. He's going to force Kensett to get some dirt on that uni as Ty tries to apply the late tag. As you do see that a lot in the MLB these days. They hold the tag on and just in case someone does slip off the base. As Canning takes a look over. Runner stays put, and that's going to be low in the dirt inside. Ball 1. So he gets a sign from the third base coach. Keep an eye on that runner at first. See if they put him in motion here with 2 away. Runner stays put. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Very healthy hack there from the first baseman. 1 ball, 1 strike here. As Canning takes a peek over at first. Now he's set. The pitch. And that's going to be on the outside part of the plate for a late strike call there by Mr. Umpire. Much to the dismay of the hitter. Now he's going to find himself in a 1-2 count. So Canning working ahead here once again. Now we'll see if they put their runner in motion. He stays put. That's going to be just up and out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So good job by Canning here, going in and out, up and down, changing the eye level of the hitters. Not letting them get too comfortable in that box there, and that is part of the game. Two pitch swung on and missed. And that's going to be the 3rd out. And Canning's first strikeout of the night. So Team Ontario, no runs on no hits, no Team Nova Scotia errors, and 1 runner left on base. At this time, we'd like to thank our featured game sponsor, Will Campbell of Campbell Real Estate Group. The Campbell Group, your local real estate experts. We'll bring you the top half of the 3rd inning here momentarily here on High Button Sports. All right, and we're back here with the top of the third from picturesque Beasley Field, and that's going to bring up the second baseman, number 2, Ryan Fitzgerald. So he's going to take the first pitch now, and that's swung on and roped down the left field line, but that's going to get fouled down into the bullpen and just passed, and that's going to split 2 cars as B. Miller gets ahead in the count here. So long strike 1. Fitzgerald's going to call time now. On your time, as they say in the biz. Fitzgerald's going to look to flip the order over here for the top, the big dogs, as they say, or the meat. That ball's going to be bounced in, and Murdy got a piece of it, and that's going to go in behind for ball 1. So 1-1 count now to Fitzgerald. As the lights just came on at Beasley Field, and boy, can we see much better now. 1-1 delivery on its way. That's swung on and hit to center field. That's going to be caught by Ben Citorinos. That's going to be the first out here in the top of the third.
Number 12, the center fielder, Leighton Cavalier.
And that's going to bring Leighton Cavalier, the leadoff man, up. Grounded out to third base. His first at bat. So 1 away here in the top of the third. That's going to be looped in there. Looked like a curveball from up here, and that's going to be ball 1. So 1-0 now. Cavalier steps into the box. He's ready to go. So is B. Miller. The 1-0 pitch. That's going to be swung on and hit out towards second base, and that's going to be smothered up by second baseman Chong. That's going to be the second out.
Number 25, the right fielder, Cam Rendell.
That's going to bring up the speedy center fielder, number 25, Cam Rendell, who will be heading to school in Maine this fall. So best of luck to Rendell, and hopefully he can head to school with a gold medal around his neck, as there's 2 away now. That's going to be a curveball down in the dirt. Ball 1. So no attempt whatsoever there from Rendell. Must have seen it right out of the hand. B. Miller shakes off the first pitch. I wonder if he's sitting fastball here. And he is, and a big hack. Almost knocks himself over as he does the loop around the catcher and the umpire. A little smile on his face. He knew that was his pitch. That's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1, 2 outs, top of 3 here. Good work by B. Miller to keep this Dartmouth hitters under control now, as that's a curve ball, and that's going to be swung on and fouled just on top of the sponsor Happy Harry's tent. Made everybody jump in there a little bit. So 1-2 count now to Rendell. Dartmouth looking to get a 2-0 base runner here. A lefty swinger Rendell now. B. Miller. That's going to be up and out. It's going to be ball 2. So 2's across the board now. Has seen some real good approaches at the plate here from both teams. Making the pitchers throw. B. Miller, deep breath, 2-2 delivery. Swung on and fouled. Back down towards the parking lot. And we're going to try the 2-2 pitch here once more. Good waist pitch there from B. Miller. That's going to be low and away, ball 3. So Rendell works himself a full count here. Walk or knock is what they're hoping for. Down the Dartmouth dugout. I give something for those fans to cheer about here. 3-2 pitch. That's going to be strike 3, rung up, as Rendell doesn't like that one. And that's going to be the third out here, the top half of the inning. So stick with us. We'll bring you the bottom half here shortly on High Button Sports Live. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the bottom half of the third inning. Leading off for Team Ontario, the Newmarket Hawks is going to be the right fielder, number 19, Eric Lucas. Left-handed hitting Lucas versus right-handed pitching Canning, as this game remains deadlocked at zeros. That ball's going to be low, as the shortstop Bootlier liked that one, but he didn't get the call. That's going to be 1 ball, no strikes to Lucas. The 1-0 delivery. Taken for strike 1 on the outside part of the plate as Lucas acknowledges that pitch. Wanted to see a strike here. Canning ready to go already now. That's going to be in there. Look at a little bit of an E-buckler there, and that's going to fall in for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Lucas. That's going to be low and inside. So a good waste pitch there from Canning. Once again, up and down all around. That's going to be swung on and fouled right off the backstop. And a good fight here from Lucas. Seen some real good baseball here thus far today on day 1, and it only gets more intense as the week goes on. That's going to be ball 3 inside. So another 3-2 count here. Pitchers have their work cut out for them against these gritty hitters. And that's going to be ball 4 now, as Lucas is going to draw a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the third. And that's going to be Team Ontario's first leadoff runner on base here. So we're going to see if they can do anything with it, as that's going to flip the order over to the leadoff man, Ben Citerinos, number 3, patrolling center field. Clear's going to field that. He's going to take it himself. 6-3. Double play. And you can't draw it up any better than that, folks. And good footwork there from the shortstop Bootlier, as a lot of time your brain wants to make the throw before you make the catch, and that is not the case here, as he flips a double play off. And there's 2 away just like that. So leadoff hitter gets on. Canning induces a ground ball double play. And just like that, Ontario's got 2 outs. Stepping into the box now, number 12, the DH, Aiden Ament. With 2 away here. He's going to take a first pitch strike. Another one, change up, way out in front. So great. As Ament is down 0-2. 0-2 pitch. That's going to be taken. Strike 3, rings him up, and that's going to be Canning's second strikeout of the day. As Dartmouth is going to want to build off that as we get ready for the top half of the fourth. But in the meantime, we'd like to shout out our featured game sponsor, Will Campbell of Campbell Real Estate Group. The Campbell Group, your local real estate experts. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the top half of the fourth inning. And that's going to bring up the three-hitter, number 3, shortstop, Noah Boutlier, who flew out to left field his first at-bat here this evening. First pitch is going to be a curveball taken for strike 1. So a good pitch to lay off there early in the count. Sitting fastball here as we're deadlocked at 0 through 3 full innings. That's going to be a fastball, and that's going to be taken up high for ball 1. As Murdy held that there for an extra second, but didn't hold it too long to show up the umpire, and that's good to see. Usually doesn't work in your favor. Speaking from experience, of course. 1-1 pitch on its way. That's going to be another curveball. That's just going to miss inside. So that brings the count here to 2-1. So winning, ending double play. You want to try and ride the momentum here. The pitch to Boutlier. That's a good frame job there by Murdy as he pulls that one in off the outside part of the plate, and he's going to get the call there. I have to believe that that one's going to stem from not trying to show him up. So 2-2 count for Boutlier now. That's going to be swung on and fouled down the first base side. That's just going to land halfway up the hill there, just behind the crowd. As Boutlier takes a big long walk out around the batter's circle here. Now he steps in. He's ready to go. A tap and a swipe on the plate. Two-two delivery once more. That ball is going to be hit back to the pitcher, but Miller, who's going to snag that quickly. And good hustle out of the box there by Boutlier. It's always tough to watch that ball go right into the glove. And Miller makes no mistake. Flips that one off to first, and that's going to be the first out. And that's going to bring up number 27, the first baseman, Ty Doucette, who was the runner-up in the home run derby yesterday. And a great showing from the young 18-year-old from Dartmouth. Put up 9 home runs in the final, and you just got to tip your cap to Murdy, who put up 11. So great showing from both guys as they both stand in the box there. The first pitch to Doucette, and that's going to go up off the head, and as you hear the gasp from the crowd, and Murdy right away is going to grab Doucette and make sure he's okay, and we all hope the same thing up here in the booth. Ty seems to be okay now. He's going to head down to first base. I think that was a curveball that just might have got away from him there. I can't imagine there was too much intent to that, if any at all.
Number 19, third baseman Jake McKinnon.
So 1 away now as Doucette makes his way to first still. He's going to have a quick chat with Coach Sanderson. He's good to go now. So runner on first here for Dartmouth with 1 away. That's going to bring up the smooth fielding third baseman, Jake McKinnon, who's been a busy man here this tournament so far, and it's only day one. It's going to miss for ball one. Just like to give a quick shout out to Canadian Amateur Baseball Central on Twitter, who's been following along quite intently and tweeting updates as we go. So we do appreciate your support and all the extra work you're doing and giving everyone an extra visual as that ball's hit up the middle by McKinnon. And that's going to find the center fielder as Doucette moves on to second. That's going to be a hit and a walk here for McKinnon. So he makes his way down to first, and that was absolutely roped and no chance for any of the fielders here. So first and second now for Dartmouth. So that's going to bring up the duck hunter, or the DH, number 10, Logan Raftis. So he takes his signs from Coach Westhaver. Westhaver, also a former Dartmouth junior player, making his way back onto the scene as a coach. So B. Miller looking to get a ground ball here. The double play, and here's the pitch. That's going to be swung on and hit through the left side. And they're going to hold Doucette up at third, and that's going to load the bases here. As that's another hit. Another single for Raftis, who's 2 for 2 here. So Ducks on the pond here. And that's going to bring up the left fielder. And he's going to be hitting for Nathan Bootlier, and that's going to be Alex Ouellette. There's a pickup for the Dartmouth team, if I'm not mistaken. So one away, bases loaded. Swung on and hit. That's going to be hit up in the air, and it's going to take a weird hop, and that's going to get away from the shortstop, and everybody's going to be safe. And that's going to put Dartmouth on the board. As that was a tough play by the shortstop. Took 2 hops, and the third one kind of went wonky on him. We're going to put that one down as a E6 if it were me scoring it. So bases loaded still here for catcher Mike Noggle.
Number 7, the catcher, Mike Noggle.
So Noggle takes a big deep breath here as that one and only walk-up tune plays. So one away still, 1-0 Dartmouth lead after Doucette just crossed the plate. Noggle now, he's going to swing at the first pitch, and that's just going to go up into the booth and right up over our heads here and land on the stanchion behind us. So Noggle's going to find himself down 0-1. The 0-1 pitch now from B. Miller. That's going to be swung on and hit down the right side. Oh-2 pitch on its way here for Noggle. That's a curve ball. Noggle gets around on it. He's going to foul that one down the left field line. Off the fence. And we're going to try the 0-2 here one more time as B. Miller toes the rubber here. He's going to get set. He gets the sign he likes. Deep breath. The pitch. Swung on and hit very well, but down the left field line. And that's going to hit the car based on the reaction of the crowd and the way it bounced. We're going to try 0-2 one more. So Noggle putting up a fight here as he swings at that pitch and he fouls that back to the backstop. So another good foul off by Noggle here, who's working hard for his Dartmouth teammates. Bases loaded, one away. A big moment for Dartmouth here as they can really break this thing open. And that could come off the bat here of Noggle. That's going to be swung on. That's going to be hit into left field. That's going to be caught. We're going to have a tag. Play at the plate. And he's going to be thrown out in a double play as McKinnon tried to make a slide. And now we're going to have some yapping.
They had 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 Team Ontario error and 2 runners left on base.
So that's 1 run, 2 hits, One Ontario error and 3 men left on base for Dartmouth in the top half of the 4th inning. And we'll be back shortly with the bottom. Welcome back here to the bottom half after Dartmouth takes a 1-0 lead in the top of the 4th inning. We're going to have number 29, the third baseman, CJ Morey, leading off here for Team Ontario as Canning makes his first pitch, and that's going to be bounced off the plate up into the chest of Noggle. Ball 1. 1-0 pitch is going to miss. That's going to be 2-0 now. So exactly what you're looking for to your leadoff hitter if you're Ontario after just giving up a 1-run lead, and the damage could have been a lot more if it wasn't for the nice double play started by the left fielder there, and good play at the plate to get McKinnon. And that's going to be in there for ball 3. So Ontario would ask nothing more than the leadoff hitter to be on base here in the bottom half of the 4th. Lots of ball left to be played. And that's going to miss there for ball 4. And nobody was sure. And that's going to send Morey down to first base. It's only going to be the second walk. Catcher, number 10. Popped out to third base last time. He's got a runner on first here, and let's see what he can do with it. As Canning takes a peek over at first. Short lead. Runner stays put. That's swung on. Oh, and just off the glove of Boutlier there. As that's going to go into the center field there, as Leighton Cuvalier is going to pick that up and toss it in. So runners on first and second here with a hard hit single for Murdy. That's going to bring up the second baseman, number 38, Tyler Chong, who ripped one in his first at bat, but it was caught by Cuvalier on a nice diving play on his way towards home plate. So we're going to see if they're going to go for the bunt here. See what kind of defensive formation we're going to have for Dartmouth. First pitch to Chong on its way. That's going to be swung on and ripped into the alley. And that's going to go for extra bases as the first runner is going to cross. Now the ball's been hit to the cutoff man, and they're going to score a run, and they're going to tie this baby up as Morey comes around to score on an RBI double by Chong.
Number 14, the shortstop, Reed Lunny.
So 2 runners in scoring position now with none away. As time is called briefly. And that's going to bring up number 14, Reed Lundy, the shortstop, who lined out to left field in his last at-bat. He's going to look to open this thing up and cause some damage as the Dartmouth infield is going to play in now. They're going to try and take away that run. So that eliminates the ground ball to the right side. With the second baseman deep, that would score the run automatically. So now they're going to force the runner at third to make a decision here. That is if the ball is in play. So no balls, 1 strike to Lunny. Canning in the pitch. That's going to be looped in and swung at hard by Lunny. He missed that one. He's going to fall down behind 0-2. The 0-2 pitch here to Lunny. That's going to be hit to the shortstop. Boullier, he's going to take a look at third. He's going to throw across the field, and that's going to be the first out here. So good heads-up play by the shortstop.
Number 4, the left fielder, Jack Kensett.
So the runners are going to stay put. Jack Kensett's going to step into the plate now, the left fielder. He drew a walk in his first at-bat. So infield's going to stay in here for Dartmouth, and a good job by Boullier there to get that ball before that vicious lip on the infield. That's going to be smothered in the dirt by Noggle for ball 1 here. Kensett now looks on. Canning glove over the face. Now the pitch. That's going to be swung on and hit. That's going to be hit to the second baseman. Fitzgerald, he's going to smother that up, and that's a second out. We do appreciate you guys tuning in here to our High Button Sports live stream of the 2020 U Baseball Canada Nationals. If you could do us a favor and head to all of our social media platforms. Give us a like, comment, subscribe. Tell us how we're doing. Tell us what you like, what you dislike. That's fine. And that's going to bring up the first baseman, Ashton Fio, who struck out in his last at-bat. So 2 away now for Dartmouth. As Canning continues to battle here, and that's going to be first pitch fouled back over the backstop. As he really wanted that pitch. Noggle knocks some dirt out of his helmet here. Runners at second and third now, 2 away. Bottom 4, Canning with the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Another foul in the same spot, down 0-2 here, so Fio's going to have to battle now. As Canning just continues to battle. Workhorse out there on the mound. We're going to go 0-2 delivery here. That's going to be swung on and missed, and a big strikeout there for Canning. And that's going to be his third of the game, and none bigger than that. As he gets a ground ball, a pop up to second, and a strikeout to end the inning with guys on second and third. And Dartmouth's going to want to use that momentum and swing away here in the next inning. So we'll be back here very shortly, the top half of the 5th inning. We're going to have a pitch and change here for Team Ontario. Now taken to the mound, number 11, Jared Lund. As that ends Bryn B. Miller's night after 4 innings pitched. He had 1 K, gave up 1 walk, and a handful of hits. I do believe that was an unearned run, as that's going to bring up the second baseman, number 2, Ryan Fitzgerald, who flew out in his first at-bat. So first pitch from the southpaw is going to be fouled off by Fitzgerald. So Lund now facing Fitzgerald. 1-1 tie as Ontario tied it in the bottom half of the fourth there. 0-1 pitch. That's going to be a strike on the outside corner. Dartmouth didn't like it. Ontario did. So Fitzgerald's going to find himself in an 0-2 hole here. The 0-2 pitch from Lund. Real low stance, and that's going to be hit up the middle. Fitzgerald and Chong's going to get there, and he's going to bobble it. And good job to get there, but not quite in time as the speedy Fitzgerald's going to see himself on with a first, with a single here in the top of the fifth. So leadoff runner on once again here for Dartmouth as that brings up the top of the order. Number 12, Leighton Cuvalier, who's been showing off his center field skills as well as his pitching and hitting here on day one. So that ever important leadoff base runner for the top of the order. That's what you call flipping it over. It's going to be a bunt attempt here by Cuvalier, and he's just going to foul that one off into the feet of Murdy as he picks that up, and they're going to switch out balls and send that one back to Lund. So Lund, the lefty, with a real low release point. Different look here for the hitters as Coach Westhaver goes through a sequence of signs here for Cuvalier and the base runner Fitzgerald. So 0-1 on a missed butt attempt as Lund takes a peek at first. Another one. Now he's set. He's going to go over now. And a good read by the Dartmouth bench there as you can hear them screaming back from up here in the booth. So lefty's a little trickier here to read. A lot of the times you'll see guys go on first move, hoping that that knee crosses that plane. That's going to be another one to first, and that's almost thrown away, but Fitzgerald gets back in time. So I think that was the A move there from Lund. So he goes across. Fitzgerald slides in safely. So we're going to go back to the 0-1 pitch here once more. You know what they say, never three times to first. The pitch swung on and missed by Cuvalier. Almost looked like it surprised him a little. As Lund went with the slide step there. So slide step, a good tactic to keep the runner in check. Mixing up your timing. And Cuvalier's going to be down 0-2, but not his first time doing that here today. Big long pause for Lund. He's going to go over to first now. Going with the move again. Fitzgerald's going to get that jersey nice and dirty. Looks like it might be laundry night in the Fitzgerald house. Cuvalier now in the 0-2 hole. Runner on first, none away. Top of 5. The pitch. That's going to be bounced in front. That's a great block by Murdy. He's going to keep that in front, and not sure if Fitzgerald missed that or not, or he didn't want to risk it, but he stays put at first. That's going to be ball 1. Really chilling off here at Beasley Field as the 40-degree weather seems to be dissipating a little bit. That's going to be swung on and fouled back, and that would have been right in the chest here at the booth. So he's going to fight off another tough pitch. The count remains 1-2. So Fitzgerald at first for Dartmouth. They got their leadoff runner on if you're just joining us. Cuvalier 1-2. Pitch. That's going to be in the dirt, ball 2. So looking to get Cuvalier fishing there. So he takes a peek down at third base now. 2-2 count. Tough to get the running game going with a great catcher and a lefty on the mound. Cuvalier looks to work away. He's trying to get something through here. 2 good speed candidates on here for a double play, and that's going to be up and 0 for 3-2. And Cuvalier goes down 0-2 right away and works himself back to a full count. So 3-2 pitch on the way here. As Lund looks in, he's going to take his sign. He gives the nod, yes, sir. in the set position now. Takes a peek at first. The pitch, runners off, and that's in the dirt, and that's going to be ball 4. So Cuvalier works himself back from 0-2 and puts himself on first base with a walk. So runners on first and second, none away here. Tough gig now for Lund as he issues his first walk. And that's going to bring up the right fielder, Cam Rendell, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. He's going to call time now as he gets his sequence of signs once again from Coach Westhaver. Looks like he's ready to go now as Rendell steps into the box. Lund is ready to go out there on the mound. So first and second now, none away. First baseman way in, anticipating the bunt. And there it is. And he's going to lay down a beautiful bunt, and they're just going to let that one go. As that would have been a no-doubt bunt base hit had that one stayed fair. So smart decision by the pitcher to just let that one roll. Always a tough decision when you're making the play on the fly. Seen balls roll back in. So Rendell waits to get his signs with the Ferris wheel just buzzing in the background. A beautiful sight here and a nice addition to Beasley Field. The glowing lights now really adds to the atmosphere as Rendell waits for his 0-1 pitch. As Lund takes a look back at second base. Little glare off the shortstop's glasses back there. Pitch, bunt. He's going to get this one down. And that's going to be a beautiful bunt. And he's going to run that one out for an infield single. So Rendell showing off a little bit of the small ball. And he's going to get himself an infield single. And that's going to put runners on every bag here. As Fitzgerald moves to third.
Number 3, the shortstop.
Cuvalier moves to second, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, Noah Bootlier, who's 0 for 2 so far, and he's going to look to erase that and make people forget about that here with the bases loaded. Wants to sober them up. So Lund now, he gets the sign he wants. The pitch. That's going to be up and away. That ball's going to get by Murdy, and that's going to bring Fitzgerald in to score. So the leadoff runner comes in to score, just how they drew it up here for Dartmouth. As all the runners advance. And that's going to go down in the book as a wild pitch if it were me. So 1 ball, no strikes here to Bootlier. You got to imagine he's sitting fastball here. As the infield for Ontario is in. That's going to be swung on and fouled straight back, so right on that one. That's going to be strike 1 here to Bootlier. A 1-1 count, none away. So things happening out here for Dartmouth. As Lund pitch. That's going to be looped in and curveball for strike 2. So Bootlier sitting fastball here. So 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch on its way. Swung on and fouled back just to our right here up over the broadcast booth and onto the track. As the fan gives some nice positive feedback to the young fellas chasing the ball. So 1-2 once more here to Bootlier. And that's going to be outside ball 2, and no doubt about that one. As the bat fell out of his hand here, right out of the hand. So seeing it well here, Bootlier. So he gets himself ready for the 2-2 pitch. Second and third now, none away. That's going to be swung on, and that's going to be hit to left field, and that's going to be shallow. And they're going to park under, and they're going to have the tag here, and they're going to test the arm again. Another play at the plate, and another double play by the left fielder from Ontario. As Cuvalier is thrown out at the plate. So I think that might be the last time they test that arm out in left field. As Rendell's going to stay put at second. And now the Ontario dugout is absolutely given the gears to the Dartmouth bench here. We're going to have a mound visit. And no time has been granted yet. And now it has. So with this mound visit, I'd like to thank our game sponsor, Will Campbell of Campbell Real Estate Group. The Campbell Group, your local real estate experts. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll bring you back to the action here as soon as the mound visit is complete. So 2 out now. And that's going to bring up the first baseman, heavy hitter, Ty Doucette. So runner in scoring position, looking to add to that lead as they score one. And another nice hose from the left fielder to get the runner at the plate. Randell at second. And Doucette's going to take ball one. So you got to imagine the mound visit was the game plan for Mr. Doucette at the plate here. Can't imagine it would be about anything else. So 1 ball, no strikes to Ty Doucette, the Dartmouth first baseman. That's going to be taken for ball 2 low. So now he's going to be looking for one zone here, and he knows exactly what that is. If you refer back to the High Button podcast when Ty Doucette was one of our guests, he refers to his plate approach and what he looks for from pitchers. And it looks like that wasn't the pitch he was looking for, so 2-1 now. As Lund works his way back into the count here. So 2-1 lead now for Dartmouth as they score 1 run so far this inning. They have a runner at second. The big slugger up at the plate. The pitch. That's going to be up high for ball 3. That looked like a curveball that didn't quite curve. As Lund's going to reset here. And Ty got himself a great hitter's count now. 3-1, 2-0, all the same. 1 spot, 1 zone. So he looks on the pitch now. That's going to be swung on and vicious hack, and that's going to be looped in behind third base. And he's going to just run out of space there, so a good effort by the third baseman, C.J. Morey. So he just ran out of real estate there, and he's going to throw that ball down to the dugout just past the High Button Sports sign. So 3-2, 2 out, runner on second. The guy you want up at the plate right now. As Lund looks on. He shakes off the first pitch. Now he's going to step off. Says, I don't like that pitch, catchy. They reset now. Payoff pitch on its way. The delivery from Lund. Quick pit to second. And that's going to be taken for ball 4, and Ty Doucette is going to work himself a walk. So not the worst call working around Doucette there, but that's going to bring up Jake McKinnon, who's got a walk and a single. And he was thrown out at the plate by the left fielder, Kensett, who's got 2 outfield assists here tonight. So McKinnon looking to cash in. Runners on first and second, 2-0. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Lund now with the pitch, and that's going to be up high for ball 1. So McKinnon knew that right away. So McKinnon looking to duplicate his last at-bat where he absolutely roped a single up the middle. As he gives a lean back now, he's set. So is Lund. Quick peek at second. The pitch. And that ball is going to get by catcher Murdy. And that's going to move the runners up to second and third. So that's going to be a pass ball. As a member of the crowd tells Mr. McKinnon to stay hot up there. So 2-0 now. 2 runners in scoring position. A ball through. He's going to score 1, maybe 2. McKinnon looking for 1 spot here. Got to get his pitch. That's going to be up high. 3-0. Looked like he tried to rear back a little extra there. So 3-0 count. raft this on deck. Let's see if Lund can climb the ladder back into the zone. .30 pitch. That's in there for strike one, so get me over fastball. And he's going to take the first step in climbing that ladder. 3 balls, 1 strike to McKinnon. The pitch from Lund. Swung on and big hack there from McKinnon, and he wanted that one as he did a quick spin after, knowing he missed a real good pitch there. So now it's going to bring the count to 3-2. So 3-2, 2 outs. Another full count here for a hitter in this tournament. We're going to see how this unfolds. That's going to be taken for strike 3. So McKinnon's going to go down looking here with runners on second and third. So Dartmouth scores 1.
Team Nova Scotia in the top of the 5th inning, they had 1 run on 2 hits.
On 2 hits, or no Team Ontario errors, and 2 runners left on base. We'll be bringing you the bottom half of the 5th inning here momentarily on High Button Sports. All right, welcome back here to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's going to be number 19, right fielder Eric Lucas leading off the inning. That's going to be in there for ball 1 now. So Canning still on the bump here for Dartmouth. He spins a curveball in there for ball 2, sorry, as the Ferris wheel continues to spin in the background. So Lucas in a good hitters count here. Canning the pitch. That's going to be taken for ball 3. He's going to loosen those arms up, go up over his head, kick a little dirt. Now he's going to reset. Ontario looking to get their leadoff runner on again, and that's going to be in there for strike 1. So another 3-0 step towards climbing back into this count. 3-1 now. Canning, 3-1 pitch. That's going to be taken for strike 2. As Lucas threw the bat, expecting the walk there. And speaking from experience, once again, you do that. You don't feel the greatest about it, but it does happen. And now he's got himself in a 3-2 count, so now he's going to have to get back into the hitter's mindset and claw away here. And now it's going to be ball 4. As Lucas works a leadoff walk here in Ontario for the 2nd straight inning. After giving up a run, is going to get their leadoff man on base. And that's going to flip the order over. Number 3, the center fielder, Ben Citorinos. As the third base coach gives a holler down to first base. Says, pay attention to the signs here. This is Nationals. And now we're going to have Citorinos step in. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. 0 for 1 with a walk, sorry. Check swing, ball 1. We're going to have help down at first base, and that's going to be no swing, says Mr. Umpire. As we'll keep an eye on that runner at first. Big secondary there, and that's going to be swung on and hit up into the air down the first base side for Doucette. He's going to camp under that, and he's going to make the play with the big trapper. That's going to hold that runner at first. So Canning with a good pitch there to induce the pop-up. Doucette makes no mistake, and that's going to be the first out of the inning here.
Number 12, the designated hitter.
The designated hitter steps to the plate now, Aiden Ament. The DH, 0 for 2. Pop out and a strikeout. So one away now, looking to induce a ground ball here. The runner on the play. Noggs with the throw. Just a little bit late as he had to pick that one out of the dirt and make a good play, and nobody really realizes how tough that play is until you're in the situation. So now runner on second. That's going to be a stolen base for Lucas. The first stolen base of the night. 1 ball, no strikes here. 2 Ament. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. So 1-1 count now. And a good pitch there by Canning. As he looks on with 1-1. 1 away. Runner on second for Ontario, and he's going to call time now and get a practice hack in. Now he's ready to go. Canning toes the rubber here. He's going to look in, take the sign. He nods yes. In the set position is the pitch. That's in the dirt there and smothered up by Noggle. So another good smother by Noggle behind the plate there. Not entirely sure what was going on there with Mr. Umpire, but he's holding him off. Now he's ready to go. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch now. And that's going to get by Doucette, and he lays out, and they're going to send the runner. And that's going to be an outfield assist from Cam Rendell, who throws an absolute laser to home plate, and an absolutely spectacular dig by Noggle there to hold on, keep his ground, and tag him out. So that's going to be a single for Ament, with hopes of an RBI, but Rendell had other plans for that. So just nearly missed the glove of Doucette, goes out to Rendell. Now we're going to have a mound visit.
Pitcher 50-50, tickets out. The winning number is in.
As Lucas gets thrown out, and that's going to be it for Canning. So Canning pitches 5 2/3, and he's going to give a salute to the crowd as they're very happy with his line. So he finishes with 5 2/3. 3 strikeouts. He gave up and 4 hits. And that's going to bring in number 20, Nathan McKinnon, once again, not to be mistaken, with Colorado Avalanche superstar and recent Stanley Cup champion. And we'll bring you back here with right after this pitching change. We'll be back momentarily. Before we All right, and we are back after McKinnon finishes his warm-up pitches. We got Ament at first for Ontario. There's 2 away now, and that's going to bring up the third baseman, number 29, CJ Morey, who's got a single and a walk and a run scored here. So eventful game for Morey so far as McKinnon looks on. He's going to throw his first pitch, and that's going to be grounded to Boutlier. Boutlier is going to go quick toss to second, and that's going to end this inning. So no damage done, and you can thank the arm of Cam Rendell there as he throws out that runner at the plate from second base. That's going to end the inning, and we'd like to thank Our featured sponsor, Will Campbell of Campbell Real Estate Group. The Campbell Group, your local real estate experts. We will be back momentarily on High Button Sports Live with the top half of the 6th inning, with Dartmouth coming to the plate. And we are back here with the top half of the 6th inning. That's going to bring up the hot-hitting DH, Logan Raftis, who's 2 for 2 so far with 2 singles. He's going to look to spark Dartmouth here once again, as they're holding on to a 2-1 lead now. Lund still on the mound as Raftis calls time. Now we're set to go. Raftis, Lund on the bump. That's going to be low and outside and trying to frame by Murdy. That's going to be ball 1 now. So Raftis looking to continue his success here at the dish. He looks onto the 1-0 pitch. Now he swings and he misses that. 1 ball, 1 strike here to the big man. So that's 1 ball, 1 strike, none away. That's the leadoff hitter for Dartmouth in the top of the 6th. Bright light shining here at Beasley Field. Thursday night lights. The pitch now swung on and missed. Raftis didn't like that one. Now he's going to be in a 1-2 hole here. Good contact hitter Raftis, so we're going to see if he can fight off some tough pitches and hit a mistake. That pitch is swung on. That's going to hit to the right side as Chong makes the play now. It squirts out of his glove. It's a tough play there, and if I was the hitter, I'd be looking for that to be a hit, but if I'm the fielder, I'm looking for the hit as well. So Raftis is going to get on for the 3rd time here tonight. And Dartmouth once again has their leadoff hitter on for recently entered left fielder Alex Ouellette, number 9, who reached on an E6 last at-bat. Lefty on righty here. Raftis with a small lead at first. Keep an eye on him. The pitch. Ooh, that's going to pop that one up. And that's just going to get by the 3rd baseman there as the bunt attempt. He's going to fall down 0-1. Sometimes the brain tells you to stab at that ball here, and I know from listening to my coaches over the years that's not what you want to do. So Ouellette now, we'll see if the bunt's still on as the 3rd baseman shades in. Lund now. The pitch, he's going back to first as Raftis just falls. And he lands back on the base, so not a very big lead over there. Not taking too many chances. Maybe seeing if Ouellette was going to square before. Ouellette now. Now he's going to bunt. He's going to get that one down to the right side, and that's a perfectly placed bunt. And he's going to be thrown out at first, so a perfect sacrifice there and a great play by Lund to field his position. As Ouellette goes down with the sack bunt, team first guy, and he's going to move Raftis over to second. That's going to bring up the catcher Noggle, whose back of his pants are brown and the front of his pants are half white. Lots of dirt on him as he's been a busy man there behind the plate. So runner on second, one away now. 2-1 lead for Dartmouth. As Raftis dance arounds out there. And that's going to be in there for strike one. So no signs here. Coach saying drive him in. The 0-1 pitch now to Noggle. The delivery. That's going to be swung on and hit the right field. And that's going to be caught. And Raftis is going to be moved up to third on the tag. So good heads up base running there. And a great play by the right fielder from Ontario, Eric Lucas, as he traveled a long way to make that play. So 2 away now. Runner at third.
The second baseman, Ryan Fitzgerald.
That's going to bring up second baseman Ryan Fitzgerald, who's 1 for 2 now with a run scored. He worked himself a walk in the first inning. Lund now. The pitch to Fitzgerald. That's going to be a change up in there as Fitzgerald was way out on the front foot. No balls, 1 strike. Great game here thus far here at Beasley Field, 2-1. That's going to be swung on and fouled off by Fitzgerald up over the bullpen there and down the right side. So now he finds himself down 0-2. So a little bit of fight here from Fitzgerald is what they're asking. As he chokes up on the bat. He's trying to choke and poke, as they say. Pitch now, that's through the legs of Murdy, excuse me. But that one stays close enough that that's going to hold the runner at third. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Fitzgerald. Member of that 17U gold medal team. Canada Cup for Team Nova Scotia. First ever. Talking about that for years to come. But right now, we want to see if Fitzgerald can drive a run in. That's going to be swung on and fouled. So another good 2-strike approach there. As he throws those hands at the outside part of the plate. He's going to foul that one off. He's going to look for something a little better than that he can drive. As the outfielders have him played just a little bit to the right here, so lots of room down that left field line if he was to turn on one. Go back to the 1-2 pitch. It's going to be time. And a little bit of a game within the game here for Fitzgerald. As Lund is in a little bit of a groove. Wants to try and get him out of it. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit. And that's going to just go foul as that was hit hard down the right field line. And I say just foul, but it was a good 10 feet off the line. Another good fight here for Fitzgerald. So we'll have a quick breather here as we wait for that ball to leave the field of play. As Matt Hoskin runs down to get that, so good guy Matt Hoskin all the way down to the right field fence to get that one, and he's going to have to take a detour through the bullpen to get back now. And Zumpy says play. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Raftis at third. The pitch swung on and another foul ball down the third base line, and that's going to be squared up and played by Coach Westhaver. So do as I do, not what I say, or maybe both in this scenario as he is the coach. But a good example nonetheless. Fitzgerald now fighting away, the gritty second baseman. Choked up on the bat. Nice easy swing here with 2 strikes. The pitch from Lund swung on and fouled back. And another foul ball for Mr. Fitzgerald. That's nuts. So the battle continues. Fitzgerald and Lund. Who's going to win? We shall see. The 1-2 pitch. It's going to be taken low, so a good eye by Fitzgerald. And already a quality at-bat here for the gritty second baseman, who's working his hardest here to try and get that run in from third and give Dartmouth a little insurance. As Lund now. 2-2 pitch. He's going to take that outside. He knows the zone. So he's going to work himself a 3-2 count. Let's see if he can ultimately come through with a W in this at-bat. As nonetheless a QAB, as this will go down in the book. The payoff pitch now, runner on third, 2 away. Pitch from Lund, swung on and hit. And that's going to be scooped up by the third baseman. He's going to go across the field with an absolute seed. And that's going to end the inning, so no runs on 1 hit, no Ontario errors, and 1 runner left on base. We're going to have a pitching change here for the Dartmouth Renegades as Cam Rendell moves from right field to the bump. And he's going to replace Nathan McKinnon for Dartmouth, who induced a ground ball in the last inning to get out of that inning. So Rendell, another man of many talents, as he threw that guy out from right field. Now he's going to have a gear malfunction. He's going to go hand that to Mr. Umpire as he gives that to Mr. Duncan McLaughlin. So Rendell into pitch now. We'll let him do his warm-up, and we'll bring you right back here very shortly. Stay tuned. So a couple more defensive changes here for the hometown Dartmouth team. Moving from second base to right field is utility man Ryan Fitzgerald, and coming into play second base is Ryan Avery. As Cam Rendell takes to the mound here, and he's going to face none other than number 10, the catcher Ethan Murdy. So a tough first contestant here in the bottom of the 6th as Rendell looks to hold this lead here for Dartmouth. So Rendell's ready to go on the mound here. So he waits for Murdy. Now he's ready. That's going to be taken for ball 1. A little bit of zip on that one, but that's in the dirt. Another pitch, and that's in there for strike 1. So 1-1 count here to Murdy. Shout out all the viewers tuning in here today. We do appreciate you tuning in as the 1-1 pitch takes place, and that's going to be swung on and missed by Murdy, who tried to send that one into the tilt-a-whirlville, and he missed that. So 1-1 count. 1-2 count, my apologies. Watching the game, still can't get it right. 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be fouled and just dropped by the catcher Noggle. As that was a good pitch by Rendell. Looked like a curve ball from up here. So Murdy down 1-2. Rendell, the pitch. He tries to go back to that curveball, this time outside. And Murdy's going to take that one, no problem. That's going to move the count to 2-2. So great crowd still here on hand, and we're going to have some action in the bullpen as Murdy fouls that one back to the backstop. So Ontario has a pitcher warming up, a right-hander. Once I figure out who it is, I will let you know. So 2-2 pitch, none away. Leadoff hitter in the bottom of the sixth here for Ontario is Murdy. He's going to foul another curveball, and that's going to ricochet off the backstop, off the clubhouse, and back down in behind the fence. As Murdy continues to be a tough out. That's going to be swung on and popped 1,000 feet in the air, and that's a big league pop. As Bootleer, the shortstop, comes in, he's going to go one-handed. He's going to make the play. And that's going to be one out here in the bottom of the sixth. It's going to bring up the second baseman, Tyler Chong. What a double, an absolute rope into the gap in his last at-bat, and that makes him one
Number 38, second baseman, Tyler
for
Chong.
2. As Rendell gets the first out now. Fresh out of right field. So nice to see Dartmouth with a bunch of utility players, guys that can play multiple positions. That really does help the depth of your team as the first pitch comes in here, and that's going to be looped in. And Chong turns away. Dartmouth bench love that one. He's going to fall down 0-1. We'll see if he goes back to that pitch here. That's going to be another curveball. That one's going to be low and in the dirt away, so 1-1 now. As Chong stayed strong in there for that one. It's a tough thing to stay in there when the ball looks like it's coming at you. 1-1 pitch. Up and out. That one had a little bit of extra smoke on it, and that missed by quite a bit. Good to see Noggle's shoulder still intact. That's going to be swung on and missed, so gas there from Rendell. Heading to school in Maine this fall. 2-2 pitch on the outside part of the plate, and that's going to be strike 3 looking. Cha-ching for Rendell. And that's going to be out number 2. 0 for 2 thus far here today. Made an absolutely incredible play in the first game earlier today. Barehanded pick up and a great throw on the run, so great defender. That pitch is going to be in the feet there as he jumps out of the way, and that's going to be ball 1. As Rendell, along with Canning, working up and down and all around here. It's tough to get settled in the box there when the pitch is moving all around the zone. So the 1 ball, no strikes here. That's going to try to be framed by Noggle, and he drops that, so that's going to be 2-0. He gives his glove a tap. Says, stay with me here, mitt. As Lunny looks on with the 2-0 pitch, good hitter's count. It's going to be up high for ball 3, so Rendell's going to have to climb the ladder here. All starts with the first strike. As the words of encouragement come around from his teammates in the field. Crowd still buzzing down to our right side behind the booth. That's going to be up high for ball 4, so 4 straight there to Lunny. He's going to make his way down to first base. Bat never left his shoulder. That's going to bring up the left fielder, who's got an absolute hose of an arm. He's got 2 outfield assists. Number 4, Jack Kensett. As the smell of a burning fire comes through the window here, one of the many smells of summer. Had that with the baseball field under the lights. Got a great atmosphere. And that's going to be in there for strike 1, so after 4 straight pitches that were balls, he's going to go first pitch strike here to Kensett. So Lunny at first for Ontario. 2 away now, bottom 6. The other pitch up and out. It's going to be ball 1 now, so 1-1 count. So Rendell really reaching back here. And we've seen his arm from right field. You can imagine a little bit of velocity from the mound. 1-1 pitch on the way. Runner stays put. That's going to be swung on and hit to left field. And that's going to be Ouellette, and that's going to do it here for the bottom half of the 6th, and we'll move on to the top of the 7th here with Dartmouth coming to the plate. So stay tuned here on High Button Sports Live.
Ontario on the bottom of the 6th inning, no runs.
Okay, we're going to have a pitching change here for Team Ontario. Moving in from center field, number 3, Ben Citarinos. So another multi-position athlete here for the Newmarket Hawks, as he's going to come in and try and shut things down and give his team one more crack at it here as they trail 2-1. So we're going to go right back to the top of the order here. And a tough test here for Citarinos as Cuvilier's going to come to the dish in the top half of the 7th inning. So a little chance here for Dartmouth to score some insurance run with the meat of the order up.
For Team Ontario, playing center field, number 51, Jaden Hums.
So Jaden Hums is going to move into play center field now, and just an absolutely incredible baseball last name, Hums baby. And you got to like that. Sometimes the stars align for you up here in the broadcast booth, and this is one of those times. So Cuvilier's going to step in now with Citarinos taking the bump. He's going to toe the rubber. Cuvilier got thrown out at a close play at the plate on his last trip around the bases. First pitch from Citarinos. That's going to be up and in. And normally I would say stick in there and wear that, but facial surgery would have been... Press command S. Sorry about that, folks. A little technical difficulty. So we get back to play now. So that's going to be swung on and hit to the second baseman, Chong, and Cuvilier's not even going to have the bat leave his hands here. As that's going to be the first out.
Number 25, the pitcher, Cam.
So that's going to bring up the pitcher, former right fielder, number 25, Cam Rendell. He's got 2 hits and a K and 3 trips to the plate here. He's going to look to get on base here for Dartmouth now with 1 out, top of the 7th. Citarinos gets the sign he wants. The pitch. That's going to be swung on and a healthy hack there from Rendell, who knows he missed his pitch there. So 0-1 now. Like I said, Citarinos comes in a tough spot, facing 1, 2, 3 at minimum here for Dartmouth. As he gets set now. The 0-1 delivery. That's going to be way outside for ball 1, so no thought of even swinging at that one there for Rendell. He's got a pretty good idea of the strike zone, but that one right over the hand looked like it was going to be way outside even from up here. So 1-1 count now, 1 away. Top 7, 2-1 lead for Dartmouth. That's going to be up high now for ball 2, so looked like a little bit of trouble with the landing spot there for Citarinos as he has a quick peek and He's going to wipe the rubber off and look at the sky right quick. Deep breath, fix the hat. Now he's got the toe on the rubber. Rendell ready to go. Now he gets the sign. Set. 2-1 pitch on the way. That's going to be way inside there for 3-1. That ball gets by Murdy and Rendell. Sidorinos is going to fix the flow, tuck it under the cap. Another candidate for the flow team here at Nationals. So 3-1 count now to Rendell, looking for one spot, one zone now. That's going to be way up high for ball 4 as Rendell's going to work a walk here. That's going to bring up the shortstop, number 3, Noah Boutlier. 0 for 3 thus far. And now would be the time. So he does a little landscaping and he gets the box set how he wants. As Murdy and the umpire are going to have a quick chat about something in the batter's box, and Murdy doesn't seem too happy about something. If only we had the mic on him, we could know. So Rendell at first, 1 away. Boutlier at the plate. That's going to be swung on and fouled down the right side, and that's going to be out of play as the first baseman gives that a quick look, and no chance there. So down 0-1, Boutlier swinging at the first pitch. He liked what he saw. Sidorinos continues to work through this tough part of the order for Dartmouth. Pitch now, that's going to be taken inside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike. He steps out, he's going to get the sign. We're going to keep a close eye on the runner here. Rendell at first. Boutlier set now, a couple bat twirls. Now he's ready. Sidorinos with the pitch. That's going to be swung on and hit foul. A good extension of the hands there by Boutlier, but he's just going to be just a bit behind that one as it was on the outer half of the plate. He's going to fall behind 1-2 now. 1 away. Top 7 if somehow you are just joining us. Dartmouth holding on to a 2-1 lead on runs in the 4th and 5th innings. And that's a good pick there by Murdy, and he's going to throw behind the runner there at first base. That was picked out by Ferro. As if that one got by, that could have been extra bases for Rendell. Two-two pitch on its way. Runner stays put. That's going to be swung on, and that's going to be popped up to the right side, and there's going to be 3. Catcher Murdy, first baseman going after it. And Murdy keeps the helmet in the hand, and that eliminates the two-handed catch. And Boutlier is going to get another life here, so we're going to see if he can make that hurt. As you hear the gasps from the crowd, Murdy not too happy with himself, as based on what I've seen from him thus far this weekend, that looked like a guaranteed out. He takes an extra second here, looks up at the sky, says, I hope that one doesn't come back to bite me. So Boutlier, second life. 2-2 pitch from Sidorinos. Rendell stays put, and that's going to be low for ball 3. As most of the people on the Ontario side thought that was going to be strike 3 for the second out, but here we are, 3-2 pitch. See if the runner is going to be put in motion now with 1 away. You do risk that double play. Line drive or pop-up. Pop-up obviously a little more time to get back. Line drive could double you off. He stays put, and that's going to be ball 4. That's going to get through the feet of Murdy. As Rendell hustles down to second, and Boutlier is going to work himself a walk. So runners on first and second now. After back-to-back walks from Sidorinos.
Number 27, first baseman Ty Doucette.
One's got to assume they might put Doucette on here. If not, he will hit first baseman. Ty Doucette, number 27. Got a hit by pitch, a walk, and a line out. So not the stat line he is used to, but they're going to let him hit here. He's going to look to add some insurance run here with one away in the top of the 7th. There's a Bootler with the big long lead at first. That's going to be swung on, and a healthy hack there from Doucette. He wanted that one. If he connected there, that could have gone a long way. So Doucette looks like he's Ferris wheel hunting here. So he goes down 0-1. Zitterino's going to toe the rubber now. Rendell at second, Bootler at first. Doucette at the plate. One away now. The pitch. That's going to be up high for ball one, so 1-1 count now as Ty just let that one buzz by his face there with barely any movement, so maybe trying to send a message to the pitcher here. One ball, one strike, one out. One's right across the top of the scoreboard. 1-1 pitch. That's going to be swung on and absolutely belted. And that's going to stay in the park at the fence as he really wanted that one. And a lot of people yelling, get out of here on here. A good heads-up base running by Rendell. So runners on the corners now. So 2 away now as Doucette just missed that one, and he knew it as soon as he got down to first base. And that's going to bring up the third baseman, number 19, Jake McKinnon. So the 5-hitter here for Dartmouth with 2 away now. Keep an eye on Bootler at first. First baseman not holding him on. That's going to be swung on and fouled back by McKinnon as Bootler tried to get a quick step there, and now the first baseman's going to hold him. So they don't want to give that one for free. You give that second base up for free, now you have 2 runners in scoring position, and a single's going to score both of them. So good coaching over there to tell the first baseman to go hold him on. Now the runner stays put, and that's going to be hit to the left side. No, my, what a play by the third baseman, C.J. Morey, as that would have cashed that insurance run from third in a high-stress area of the game, and he comes through with a great web gem there. So great play, Mr. Morey, and that's going to end the top half of the 7th inning as Team Ontario is going to have a quick team meeting as this is going to be their last crack. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the bottom half of the 7th inning here. Game number 4, final game of the night here at picturesque Beasley Field. Stepping into the plate, leading things off for Ontario's last crack at the can here. Number 24, Ashton Feo, the first baseman, with Rendell still on the mound. First pitch from Rendell, that's going to be in there for strike 1 as he gets ahead in the count. So no better time than the present for strike 1. As Feo looks to get Ontario going here. Looks to put the key in the ignition and start up the engine for the Hawks. So that's going to be taken for strike 2. As a check swing there went around. It may have been on the pitch anyway. 0-2 pitch. That's going to be absolutely gassed by. So 3 straight pitches. Rendell's going to have himself another strikeout. So 1 away here in top of 7. And that's
Number 19, right fielder Eric Lucas.
That's going to bring up the center fielder, Eric Lucas. First pitch swinging. And Rendell looks to have a little bit more velocity in the tank here for the 7th inning. Maybe saving the best for last here. That's going to be another pitch. Gasses that one by too. So heat up Mr. Rendell, as now Lucas is down 0-2. So Lucas, the 9-hitter, looking to get on base here and flip the order over for the big dogs for Ontario. That's going to be curveball now. Wouldn't have been my pitch of choice after watching him be way behind on the first 2 fastballs. He's going to put a little extra on that. Would look like it probably could have been in the mid-80s to high 80s. But that misses up and outside. So 2-2 count now. Rendell, he's going to throw that. That's going to be strike 3 on the swing. And 2 away now, as Ontario down to their last out here in the 7th. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, former center fielder, number 3, Ben Citorinos, who's no slouch at the dish here. So that's going to be in there for ball 1, so 2 away now. Rendell, 1-0 pitch. That's going to be in there for strike 1, so good paint there as Noggle set up and Rendell put it right in the mitt. Rendell now, 1-1 pitch. He's going to step off. As now we're ready to go. Rendell gets the sign he wants. That's going to be a curveball on the outside part of the plate, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ontario down to their last strike here. We'll see what Citorinos can do for his squad as Cam Rendell looks to end this for Dartmouth. He's going to throw that one up and out. You could hear the grunt from him, so a little extra even there as he looks to end this thing, and that's going to be a 2-2 count. 2s all around, top of the scoreboard, 7th inning. That's going to be grounded. Rendell jumps, turns, throws to first, and make the final. Dartmouth 2, Ontario 1. So a good close game by both teams here. And a great cap to the night as your hometown Dartmouth Renegades take down the Newmarket Hawks from Ontario. And a well-played game by both teams. So kudos to both. And Cam Rendell comes in and throws absolute smoke for the last couple innings. He's going to earn himself a save. So Ontario had no runs, no hits, no Dartmouth errors, and no runners left on base on the 7th inning. And we will be back momentarily with our player of the game presentation. And that's going to be presented in partnership with Will Campbell of the Will Campbell Real Estate Group. So as we wait for the presentation, we do have Will himself owed onto the grass there. Former junior player, as I mentioned before. The fresh white tee. So Bryn Bymiller, the starting pitcher for Team Ontario, he's going to take home player of the game honors. Pitched a great game. 1 run, one unearned. So Cam Rendell, a no-doubt choice here, saves the tying run from right field with an absolute laser and then comes in and closes the game. So congratulations, Mr. Rendell and Mr. Vi Miller. And we will be back here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. bright and early. We do thank you, each and every single one of you, for tuning in here for our High Button Sports coverage of the 22U Men's Baseball National.